XHTML elements are our mechanism for structuring the content we want to include in a web page. Let's see how it's done. As we get started with HTML, we should review some of the basic terms in HTML that we're going to see again and again. Tags, elements, and attributes are essentially the tools of our trade as HTML coders. The tags in HTML, or the version of HTML that we're using, XHTML 1.0, are a structured mechanism which, when put into an HTML page, allow us to provide the web browser with instructions on how the information in that page is to be presented. Some of the tags that we've seen before are the opening heading tag, or H1 tag, and the opening style tag. Tags are used to create elements. An HTML element is essentially two tags and anything that comes in between them. For example, the H1 tag comes before the words "Hello World" and is then followed by a closing H1 tag. The closing H1 tag having a / immediately after the opening caret. When we create CSS rules inside an HTML document, we use the style tag to define where those rules will begin, and the closing style tag to define where those rules will end. The opening style tag and closing style tag and everything that comes in between them give us an instance of a style element. Attributes are going to allow us to modify the HTML elements that we create. For example, when we create a new CSS style element within a web page, we need to tell the web page that the style tag is going to be used to create CSS rules. We use the type equals text/CSS attribute. We use the type attribute to modify the opening style tag so that we can tell the web browser how that tag is to be interpreted. The attribute type is given the value text/CSS in this example. Text/CSS is contained within quotes. The information contained within the quotes is the value, which modifies the opening style tag with the type attribute. I've said that HTML and CSS tell a web page how to display information, that your code is read by the web browser, which tells the web browser how to display a page. But how exactly does that work? Let's take a look. I'm going to open up my web browser by double-clicking on Firefox, Internet Explorer on the PC, or perhaps Safari on the Macintosh, and look at the Total Training website. Now, on this website and every other website that you will encounter, if you right-click on your browser window, you likely will have an option to view page source. That option is also available under the View menu, Page Source. When you bring up the page source for a web page, you are looking at the HTML that is actually used to create this web page. This code is read by the web browser starting at the top and reads downward. Each subsequent line passes a new instruction to the web browser, which the web browser then reads and executes upon to present the desired look envisioned by the web page designer. I suggest as you navigate around the web and see web pages that look good, that have a design element that you like, view the source of that web page for inspiration and ideas.